So best friends got each other's back. We used to cruise around with a bass to the max. Everyone at school while I was in the lab, cooking up some beats that would turn into tracks. High school chillin', I was on a mission. I had bigger dreams of being a musician. Teachers always talked but I couldn't seem to listen. I lived in a fantasy land, they called it fiction. But I was gonna be big one day, playing shows on the road to a sold out stage. Nobody really cared or believed I would make it anywhere close, I would fail and fade. But that's cool, I love that, cause any little doubt gives me energy back. And now, I'm in a place where I'm glad I never gave up on the dreams I had. And big dreams lead to big things, and big swings lead to big rings. Championships or the big screen, anyone who did anything took a big swing. And big dreams lead to big things, and big swings lead to big rings. Championships or the big screen, anyone who did anything took a big swing. Yeah, let's go. So if you want something big, you gotta swing fast, swing hard and commit. You might miss 10 times, but when you hit, just make sure that you get all of it, okay? People at the top took risks. Investing and testing is all that they did. It's not complicated, it just takes grit. So never give up, take a swing at it. And big dreams lead to big things, and big swings lead to big rings. Championships or the big screen, anyone who did anything took a big swing. And big dreams lead to big things, and big swings lead to big rings. Championships or the big screen, anyone who did anything took a big swing.
Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to the Pick and Roll Podcast. I'm here with my guy, Coach Ed Gladney. I'm sure the other guys will pop in sooner or later. How you doing, Coach? We got a lot to talk about today.
Yeah, just been a hectic day. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing good. I edited a lot of clips today. I uploaded one for you on the network, so I did that. Went out to lunch with my dad, so that was fun. To keep myself busy, which was good. What is up, chat? Will, Jorge, what is up? Sixers coach, the worst coach ever? Don't get me started. Not the time.
He's not even close. As Lee says, bullet head. And I'm just going to leave it there.
I saw what you posted in the group chat. I was laughing. I laughed my ass off what you posted. What is up, Rios?
So,
yeah, great win last
congratulations
night.
on the win, Rios.
Thank you.
Y'all did exactly what you're supposed to do with the Knicks, since they always start slow. You jump on them quick, break their necks, and that's it.
Now, there was a point in the Mitchell agreed. There was a point in the second quarter where the second unit made a bit of a comeback. I did get a little worried because we basically play 6 deep. Like, we don't really have a bench right now.
Okay, too many. Yeah. When I was streaming that game last night, KD and Tari Eason could not miss in the first quarter. I'm like, what is going on here? Tari Eason is actually getting buckets like that. I was like, dang, I've never seen that from him.
He's held the Knicks this year. Whenever I do see them, that's the other issue. But it is what it is. But you got a lot to talk about, so let's go, bro.
Yeah, let's go, man. Actually, Orlando brought it up. Not Orlando. Leaf brought it up, man. Orlando needs a new head coach, a coaching change, and they've been going down on a slump as of late here, but they did get a big win last night. So I'm gonna start off with Rio about Orlando, man. Give me your take.
It's just so dysfunctional. You got coaches calling the players out, players calling the coaches out in the media. I'm like, when it gets to that point, it's time for divorce. And for a team with that much talent, I'll get they've had injuries, but every team's had injuries, and they've
Right.
just underperformed vastly.
It's just the same too. Bancaro, he took a big slump from last year to this year. I'm like, what is going on here? The percentages are down and everything. Like,
Everything's down.
it's just like we had so much expectations for this Orlando team. We had so much expectations. We thought they were going to be the next team for this year to be up and like surprise everyone. We got the exact opposite, Coach.
You know how I feel. I have always talked about Orlando. I said, they're a surprise team, but I agree with you. They're not playing up to what I thought they would be. Where I thought they would be. So yes, you said the injuries play a role. But that happens to everyone. But Bancaro, where has he been up? Are you that reliant on what's his name, Franz Wagner, to I guess help, babysit you? I'm going to say it like that, because it doesn't make sense to me, because they have a whole lot of talent over there.
Yeah, they do. Like, I love the Orlando Magic team. It's deep. They were competitive. Yep, Leaf brought it up here as well. Mosley lost the locker. He lost the roster. They need to get more around the perimeter, shooting different, and he lost the locker. It was just like, ugh,
once you lose the
hate
locker
it.
room, that's it. It's a wrap. Doesn't matter how much talent you could have the '96 Bulls, but if you lose the locker room, it's a wrap.
It is a wrap. It is. Like, I had them in the beginning of the year. I think I had them like in a 4th or 5th seed, like just outside the play-in. And now it's just like they're fighting to stay in the play-in. So I'm just like, Bancaro just fell off, and he's getting a massive extension next year. So he's going to get a max contract extension. And I'm like, maybe he's not the number one guy. Maybe it's Franz Wagner. I don't think it's Bancaro. I think it's Wagner.
Look that way because like the guy steps up whenever the team needs him the most, and he has not stepped up at all this year.
He did not. He did not. And actually, I don't know if you guys saw this in a group chat. I'm gonna post it up here. I found this on a Twitter. Actually, Rio's commented on it. It was what the number 10 ranking, the number 1 pick.
Oh my god! Who made that list?
I'm gonna show it right now, and I'm like, it's gotta be April Fool's, right? It's gotta be. If it's not April Fool's, then I don't know what this is. So, ranking the last 10 number 1 overall picks: Wemby, obviously number 1; Bancaro 2; Edwards 3; Cooper Flag 4; Zion 5; Ayton 6; Cade 7; Reese say 8, and then you got Simmons and Fultz. No one's questioning that one. But Bancaro ahead of
No.
Edwards? Nah. I'm sorry. No. Him over Cade? No.
Well, Cade, just to be fair, Cade the last year and a half, 2 years, you could say he's been playing at an elite level. Before that, no, Bancaro was over him. So now, if you're going based on the totality, if you want to say they're even, I'll give you that. If you're saying based off of this year today only, then yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Cade Cunningham, you could argue outside of his injury, he's better. He's over Anthony Edwards. If you want to argue for this year only.
Yeah.
Overall, make the argument for that.
Yeah.
Because he was playing a damn near MVP level for a good stretch of the year.
Exactly.
Yeah. And here's the thing too, with the Detroit Pistons, they've actually been playing afloat when Cade is out. They've actually been beating really good teams left and right. So I would still have Cade over Bancaro for this year. You can actually argue Cooper Flag over Bancaro. You can make that argument for the year he's having.
It's only 1 year. That's the problem.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, I guess what's the criteria? Are we grading like overall or just their individual rookie seasons?
So it just says here, ranking the last 10 number 1 overall picks. don't know the criteria.
We're going
And we,
based off just the rookie seasons alone. Cooper Flag should be number one, just
Okay.
based on rookie season alone. If that's
Yeah.
the criteria.
if that is the criteria, I'll still have Wemby at 1. I would still have
No, if
Wemby
we
there.
say their rookie seasons, didn't Zion have a dominating rookie season?
Yeah, I would. Let me look at the stats here for that.
Like he's broken a lot of records, and he's much younger than most of these guys when they entered the draft.
So Zion, his rookie year, he had 23 points per game. He had 7 boards, 2 assists, 1 steal, half a block. And then his shooting percentages, what? You got 42% from 3, 50% from the field, or
Mhm.
58% from the field. So he had a really good rookie year. He did.
Yeah, so that's why I said if it's that's why this. Yeah, you're right. We need a criteria because Cooper Flag. Yeah, he's doing good this year, but I'm sorry. Maybe I put him 5th, 4th.
Yeah, that's
5th.
fair.
It's like because the bottom. I'd even put Simmons and Folk over the kid from Atlanta because I don't know.
Reza say, yeah,
Yeah.
he not exactly the brightest from the tree here.
No, like
Yeah.
he didn't have a good rookie season. He's not having a good year now.
Yeah, so it's but like you said, this list.
Yeah. What is up, Blaze?
Hello, Mitch, Rios, and hello. Hello.
How you doing, man?
What's up?
Yeah, I'm good. I was looking at this yesterday, and honestly, there's only a couple moves I'd make.
What is it?
I mean, because I'm going on based on from when they're picked till now.
Right.
See.
So if you're ranking the overall pick from when they're picked till now, obviously I put Wemby 1. I would have
Yeah.
Ant Edwards too, because he's done it the longest. So Ant's number 2. He's done it
Yeah.
for a couple years now. Then I'd probably have Cade and Paulo, because they're the ones that are like on that little, are they going to be elite? Are they just going to be really good every year? And probably Zion, then Cooper, just because Zion's been around for a couple of years. But if Cooper does what he does this year for a year or two, he's going to pass Zion easily.
Yeah.
I'd also put Ayton above Zion. As much as I love Zion, Ayton's playing better this year. He's a valuable piece to that Lakers right now. He's not going to score 30 points or do 360 windmill dunks or nothing, but Ayton's he's finally filling the role that they wanted him for.
Or be as good as Clint Capella.
Yeah. And then Reza Shea never amounted to anything so far, and we expected him to be a lot better, and then the last two speak for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, Fultz bounced around. He's starting to find his role in the league right now, and Ben Simmons is a professional.
His role is like Matt McClung. It's in the G League. Sorry.
And Ben
Are you
Simmons.
so salty about him on the Sixers, please?
No, I just don't think. I'd put him right in the same category as McClung. They're super talented, but they're just not going to be able to hang with the dudes in the NBA. They've proven it.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And then Ben Simmons now is fishing.
And I like those
in the
guys.
league.
I thought Fultz could have been a nice little point guard. I mean, he was
He was
geared.
supposed to be what Tyrese Maxey is.
Yeah.
Let's get that. Yeah.
But for whatever reasons, he never amounted to it. But I'm not saying he's a bad basketball player. I think he could still do very well in the G League and maybe be a bench player somewhere. But neither of them are anywhere near what they were projected.
No.
Especially the number one overall pick.
Yeah, this is why you don't tank, people. Just look at that list of 10 players. I'd take maybe 5 of them. The other 5, I don't know if I want them.
It's a crapshoot. Look at all the guys drafted ahead of Steph Curry.
I mean, look at that list. How many in that list do you think have lived up to number 1 overall potential on that list?
Let's go back to it. Wemby, obviously. Edwards.
2.
Zion, maybe?
No. I'm talking living up to number 1 overall would mean you're an all-star.
Zion was an all-star, wasn't
injuries and inconsistencies is what I'm talking about with Zion. We know the health is what we're talking
Yeah,
about. If
I
he's
know.
healthy, he's on a better team that has a better nickname than the fucking Pelicans. Maybe Zion could be something. I mean, he's still talented. I mean, he's still gonna have a place.
I
But we don't know
gotta
until he leaves there.
Please, I gotta ask. If Zion gets traded to a different team, would you be like, "Oh, he's great. He's not on that team anymore"?
No, he's got to. I'm not. That's
He's got to
he
prove
has
it.
to, he has to prove it. He has to do it.
No, I know that, but I was just thinking of the name.
Mind you, he has been in the league for 7 years now. How many All-Stars has he been to?
Yeah,
One?
that
Yeah,
blows my mind. 7 years. Him and Josh should be like. We should be talking about them being elite, but they're not.
Think about when he was at Duke, he was projected to be the next big thing, and he has not.
Yep.
And then he broke his shoes.
I mean, after a couple years, sure, I can say he can still come around, but both of them are now close to being flops.
Yeah.
And I hate to say that because you know how much I've been preaching about both of those guys for the past. Well, I can't believe it's been 7 years.
It's
Right.
wild thing.
It's funny.
Right.
Funny how RJ now might be the best of that group.
Yeah,
RJ Barrett.
Right.
He's been on a tear lately.
That is just crazy. But Blaze, what's your take on the Orlando Magic right now? How they're being
I mean, I never thought they were going anywhere anyway.
okay.
I mean, the Wagner thing definitely hurts, but I'll put
Yeah.
them in the same. I mean, you know how I live by proving it to me first in the postseason.
Yes.
Orlando, I mean, we talked about Detroit. I mean, look what happens. You know, of course, you lose your best player. That's going to hurt. But I don't think until Detroit and Orlando make a run in the postseason, they're where the Cavs were last year for me. I mean, I joke using the word frauds. I'm not. No NBA team is a fraud. I just say compared to what people thought they would be, like Orlando and are a very, very good team. But really, is Paolo by himself? Like you guys just said, he's not playing like he was last year. Is he carrying your team through the playoffs? I don't think so.
That's why I have Wagner as the true number one. I don't have Banchero as number one anymore. I don't.
He's real. I mean, here's the thing: when you put Wagner next to
Who's
Paolo,
Wagner? It's Wagner.
that makes Paolo better. I'm a hick. I sometimes I hick. I hick it out. I'm from Pennsylvania. Come on.
Okay.
So I think here's my take, and I'm not saying you're wrong. It could be. We don't know, but Paolo is better when Wagner is there.
That's what I just said.
Paolo don't have his Robin. And we see where's the rest of the team too? It's like, do they have supporting cast that can take over every once in a while? I don't think so. Who else they got?
The guy they traded 4 first-round picks for Desmond Bain.
That's what I mean. It's like, who do they got?
I'm not looking at Coach. God dang. That was just
Oh God, why?
It's a private chat, Blaze. Look at the private chat.
Oh, I missed some. Oh, I did see that before.
Oh, you did? Yo.
Because, yeah, they did that with like Tom Brady and a bunch of football players one year.
Oh my God. I was just
what sucks about it? A couple of them I would hit.
I mean,
I'm like, man, that actually translates.
Go look at Luka. Go look at Luka.
I'm not stepping into that boundary.
Go look at Luka. Go look at Luka. You will say, whoa.
They do a good job. AI is pretty amazing.
Anyways, we got a comment here from
else is like, what are they talking about over there?
It's all good, guys. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So we actually got a comment.
Video of people of male athletes if they would look like women. If they were women, what would they look like? And I tell you what, Tom Brady was cute too. You got to find the NFL one now, Coach.
Anyways, so we have a comment here from Malik here. New York Knicks, 3 straight losses. Sky is falling in New York.
It's always like that in New York. It's always like that.
It doesn't matter what sport it is. They go on the losing streak.
Look,
the world is ending.
I'm frustrated with them right now because I've been saying it. They're too inconsistent all year long. Too inconsistent. And yeah, the sky is hello. You fired Tibbs when you got to the Eastern Conference Finals. So you basically said you're supposed to get to the NBA Finals, and they right now is can they hold off Cleveland for the fourth spot, let alone catch Boston for the second spot. So yeah, it's not looking good for New York right now. So, and then on top of that, you got your
Blake.
you got your butt kicked.
Yeah, I ain't turning Kiki Durant down either. Hey, Andy's nice. I like her. Now this one, no.
Look, oh no,
No joker. No joker. SGA ain't bad either.
SGA is missing a referee. SGA is missing a referee.
No, Braun. Sorry, Braun doesn't translate.
That's,
Oh yeah, Kelly Oubre. Holy shit, she's gorgeous. No, Donna. Nope. That's too much like the guy with the horrible last name. No garbage. That's terrible.
Oh my gosh.
I don't
that's
know.
Giannis.
Giannis ain't bad.
Zaya.
Diana. I don't know. Victoria. Why didn't they just call her Victoria?
Look at Luka.
Man.
Oh,
Luka's hot. Looks just like Jason Tatum.
Oh my gosh, this is like.
I'll take Carly Flagg too. My goodness.
Man.
Hey now. Ronnie's hotter than her dad. That looks exactly like LaMelo. That's what I'm saying.
There's no difference.
Hey, no difference.
Alright.
Wow, there's so many.
How
Yeah,
long
I
is this
know.
video?
It's almost over. 10 seconds more.
Oh my god.
No,
That's Hero?
yeah.
Yeah. Jordan Clarkson.
Anna.
Yeah,
He said
Liam, I'm
out.
right there with you.
Yeah. Anthony Edwards. Okay. Man.
Hey, Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole's the last one, of course.
Man,
Yeah.
some of them don't look too bad.
Mhm.
At least
It's-
Jordan Poole's not doing it in the locker room again. But
Hey, some of them just need to follow that and go play in the WNBA.
No, man, leave my league alone. Leave my league alone. So,
alright. So Malik also says Magic need to fire a coach that roster is good enough to compete in the playoffs.
Who do they have? Who? What roster? I'm waiting to find out who else is there but Paolo and the hurt Wagner. Who else is making that team great?
I think we learned Wagner is the Batman on this team and Banchero is the Robin.
But I mean, I'm not saying they're a bad team. They got wins, but I'm just saying, what players are we talking about that's making up this team good enough to compete in the playoffs? Who? I'm just asking a real valid question.
Desmond Bain, he cost 4 first-round picks.
I mean, if he was
Sorry.
worth what he got for him.
That was the biggest drop. That was the biggest fail. 4 first-round picks for that guy.
Suggs. Let me see. You got Suggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's like,
I
where's
get
the depth?
you.
But
Who's coming in? Who's coming in when Paolo's having a bad day and scoring 30? Nobody.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Wagner and Bain. To be honest with you, it's supposed to be, but they're not living up to their potential. Bless you.
Anthony Black is possibly, someone good down the line, but he's not considered. Jalen Suggs, like you said, is the only other one that's even close.
the 4 guys, Bencaro, like those top 4, they're getting paid so much within the next couple of years. It's going to be so hard to trade them. Like, so difficult. They're going to be worse than the Sixers are right now with that contract.
Mm.
And Malik says, what would Ben Simmons look like as a girl?
Oh, we don't want to know. We don't want to know.
Yeah,
Please
I
no.
don't.
Please no.
We don't want to know.
Look, if you got access to AI, you want to find out?
Yeah, just
go
go
right
ahead.
ahead, bro.
Hey,
But I don't see it in Orlando. Even if, they can have a winning record, do well in their division, but once they get to the postseason and play like Boston, Cleveland, New York,
they
even
may not even make it out of the play-in.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. They've fallen from grace, and now
Yeah.
you realize how important Wagner is. Yes,
Hmm.
and maybe how important Wagner is to Paolo is what I'm saying. Like coaches said.
Agree with you there. Totally agree with
Yeah.
you there.
But
Yeah.
even Paolo, I don't put him in the elites. I don't put him in that
No,
top 10% players.
no,
He's
I
close.
don't. I will put him like 15 to 20.
I like players that can take over late. Give me someone who can take the ball down the court every time and be productive. And I don't know if Banchero can do that.
We
No.
thought he was that guy, but again, this season was his chance to show that, and he hasn't.
This is a team where maybe you throw a Giannis with this team, and then now they have two solid role players in Wagner and Paolo to complement a Giannis who can be the man down there. You know what I mean? Like that's what they're missing is that super mega star.
The problem is they don't have the draft capital anymore. Thank you, Desmond Bain.
Yeah.
And they
don't have money either. Sorry, Kev.
That's probably the point. Like Mitch made
What
earlier,
a big
Elio
guy.
just made. They don't have the money to go out and get other stars. That might just
They're
be their
done.
problem.
They're pretty much done. They got to
They're
fire a
gonna
head
be
coach. They have to.
basically purgatory. Not good enough to be a contender, and not bad enough to tank. They're just stuck in purgatory.
Yeah. And Grega, you can't see John Cena, so I don't know what you're talking about there.
I mean, like right now, if you talk about what team would I hate seeing in the postseason, it would be the Hawks over the Magic.
Yeah, and actually Malik brings up another question here. Do you think the Hawks or the Hornets can pull for first round upset? Well, the Hornets, they got to get through the play-in. The Hawks, they're playing if the playoffs started right now, they'd be playing the Knicks right now. So
I'd have the
that
Knicks.
team.
I think home court would give them. They put up a nice. I think.
Coach is going no. Coach is saying no to that.
The Hawks would compete, but I think
that series depends all on Jalen Brunson. When he goes, the Knicks go. He has a bad night.
It depends on the head coach. I'm going to keep saying it right now. It's more about the head coach right now. To me, it really is. I mean, yes, Jalen Brunson. He has to go fast. He can't, lollygag and then think he's going to close it, by, throwing a 20-piece in the fourth quarter. But Mike Brown, your rotations, the connection with him and Karl Anthony Towns seems so off. So off. I mean, Karl Anthony Towns right now, so many times, he's putting up maybe 15 points. Now, he's getting rebounds. But Karl Anthony Towns is supposed to be getting 25 points a game.
He should be a 20-10 guy easily.
Yes, and he's barely getting 20 points a game. Barely this year. There is that connection between the two, and like I said, you got rid of Tibbs. So the first finger has to go to the head coach, in my opinion.
I can see it. I mean, when you got that much talent and it's not clicking anymore, like we saw it more last year.
They fired the coach after the Eastern Conference Finals.
Exactly.
Like you basically saying he's the problem. We're bringing a new guy. We're going all the way. And when they underperform,
it's definitely not a talent.
Point at.
Wait, isn't Cat supposed to get an extension?
No.
He can get one after this year, but it doesn't mean they're going to give it to him.
No, it's Brunson. Wait a minute.
180 million.
I thought.
No, and Brunson also. Yeah. Brunson is also can. No, it's either this year or that next year. I think this year it's 200 million. Next year, I think it's like 400 million, if I'm not mistaken.
Karl Towns is eligible. He's eligible for a
already
4-year, $260 million extension at the end of the season.
Okay.
But then we're back to should they? And then we're in question, is that the right fit? Like he's saying, with that coach and that system, it doesn't seem like it. I don't see the Cat that I liked a lot more. I mean, he's every once in a while, but not like coach says, it ain't consistent. He's not doing 25-10, which he should.
And then, like I said, his use of the bench. I mean, think about it. For a while, you had Jordan Clarkson sitting deep on the bench for a while. And this is a guy that can get you points. He can get you buckets. Now, I'm not talking about the defensive side. I get it. But he can get you buckets. That's what he's supposed to be doing on that second unit. And, you're playing a yo-yo with him, Tyler Kolek. McBride has been out, but now he's coming back. I mean, it's like, what are you doing? These guys should know, especially going into the playoffs. Everyone should know what their role is, and we're right now focused on the playoffs. And it does not seem like they're. I'm telling you, if they lost in the first round, it wouldn't surprise me. It would. I'm sorry. You can kill me as a Knicks.
I hear you. I mean,
kill me as a Knicks fan.
Your team's they're not as dominant as they should be at this point in the year. I feel you. I feel you.
No.
I would feel the same way if I was a Knicks fan.
I'm going to say this. I do think Detroit has gotten in their head because they got their asses kicked. You lost 3-0, and I think the average margin of defeat is like 28 points. You got beat like that in all 3 games. So, and everyone knows that the way to get to the Knicks is to be physical with them. And you got guys who are physical. Mitchell Robinson is a beast.
I like his first name, by the way. I like his first name.
Robinson? Okay.
No, his first one. Yeah.
Robinson?
Robinson?
Anyway, go for it. Go for it.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Nick started
right
slow
on,
every time.
Exactly. They start slow every time. And good teams, especially in the playoffs, they're going to go up by 20. And then in the first quarter, in the second quarter, it's going to be 30. And this team, for the most part, does not have heart.
You're right.
Sorry.
Josh, you got Josh. That's one heart you got.
I'm talking about what's in your chest. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I know what you meant, but I'm.
I had to.
They looked dejected when the Rockets were up by like 20 points at one point. They looked dejected, like they looked ready to go home. I'm like,
I mean, it's a different scenario, but like I said a couple weeks ago, when I started getting sour on Nick Nurse, I'm like, good coach, wrong team. Like maybe he's not the right coach for that team. Like I think McBrown's a great coach, so is Tibbs, but maybe neither one were the right for that, or maybe Cat's just a wrong fit, and that maybe we'll see. I mean, if they lose in the first round, it might not be a horrible thing because then you go and do that Cat Giannis trade if you can, because I think Giannis might fit that type of scenario a lot better than Cat does.
Nope. Giannis will not. He will not, because the simple fact you're going to lose Cat. You're going to have to get rid of either OG or
Cat and picks. I think they can do Cat and picks to get.
Nope.
Cat and 3 first wouldn't do it.
I don't. The Knicks 3 first are so. Remember, the Nets own their picks, even swaps. I think until 31. So it's like literally the Knicks don't have the 3 until it's later. You're talking about probably going down to 35.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's the Nets.
It's to the point where my point is that Cat might not be the right fit for.
No, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But what I'm saying is you have to strip this team down so much. Just that you're probably going to. You really do have to. I believe you're going to have to include another team. Just to.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh yeah.
Means you're going to lose. You're going to lose. You're going to lose players. So yeah, you're going to have Brunson and Giannis, but who else? Giannis had that in Milwaukee, right? They had that with Dame for a minute.
Yeah.
Is
it really?
I don't know.
Right now, I don't want to give up OG and
I mean, you got
right
tons of
now.
talent, dude. I mean, that's the thing I'm saying. We're sitting here saying there's an opportunity for the Knicks to possibly lose in round 1. Guess what? If they play well, they're going to the finals. That's how talented your team is. They can go all the way to the finals.
I agree, they're talented.
You know what I mean?
Blaze, I agree they're talented. I mean, even on the bench, they're talented. I'm not denying that. But it's just, I mean, because when you look at the bench alone, I mean, whatchamacallit has come out and said he wants to go with I think he said 8.5, something like that. I'm like, now if you had said 9.5, maybe 10, and I get it. 10 is like really pushing it, especially in the playoffs. But it's like, if you told me 9, I mean, because you look at the guys on the bench. I mean,
Yep.
you,
We have a deep bench.
you got a deep bench, and he
Got
has
Alvarado, Josh Hart.
no. Josh Hart is starting.
But no,
Diawara.
I'm just saying, like, if you give me Orlando or New York, I'm going to New York every
no,
day. 'Cause you
I
got
got you.
coaching issues right now. It's not player issues.
Not Hart. I'm sorry, Clarkson.
Clarkson, yeah. I mean, there's tons, like you said, tons of talent, tons of bench. I mean, the formula is there, but like Coach is saying, when the coach isn't doing the right moves and leading that team,
Yeah.
not the right, that's a problem. You got
Yeah.
the formula, but you're mixing it up the wrong way.
Which
Right.
is why, to me, Mitch, you wrote it in the chat. They to me are the team that has underperformed the most this year. They're the biggest disappointment. And look, I know I'm a Knicks fan, and some people might say, "Oh, you guys are over exaggerating. You're in a third spot right now." No, this team should have been number 1.
They should have been running away with the East.
Yeah, I'm not going to say run away, but they should have been. If you want to say a game fighting back and forth for the top spot, that's where the Knicks should be. I mean, you can barely beat the teams in the West. Think about that. I mean, other than Denver, I don't think they lost to Houston. They split with San Antonio. They got swept by OKC. You split with the Lakers. Like seriously, and you want to go to the championship? Come on, bro.
Yeah, but I mean that's a team that could do very well in the Eastern Conference and then get swept 4-0 in the finals. That's what I know where you're coming from because of that. Because the West seems to have a lot of the Eastern teams' numbers, but
Yeah.
very interesting.
I get you, but let's not make this about the Knicks, please. Go ahead.
Right. We got to talk about this. Me and Rio talked about this last night during the play-by-play. What is going on with the whole Jaden Ivey thing? Like, it is absurd. I feel like it's just out of left. Like, there's no freedom of speech, but I get what Rio said yesterday. Rio, do you want to repeat what you said last night?
Yeah, no, like I said, in this country, you get freedom of speech. You can say what you want, but that doesn't mean freedom from consequences, especially when you work for a private employer. Because, like, for example, I live in Texas. Texas is an at-will state, so your employer could fire you for any reason. NBA is the same thing. They can let you go for any reason because they are a private organization. They can do what they want. Freedom of speech doesn't help you in that situation because it's a private organization. Like, you can feel how you want to feel. You can be preach about your religion, this and that. But like at the end of the day, like certain things you got to keep to yourself because especially if you're a public figure, like you got to be smarter. Like, that's why PR training is so important because you got to know what to say and what not to say because you're in the public eye. Like you can't say everything that comes to mind.
Right. And now players are speaking out. Like Maxey spoke out. Another player spoke out. The family's not talking to him on the phone. He said that on IG Live, Instagram Live for the people that don't know. I know I'm just throwing it out there. But it's just crazy. So, Coach, I got to ask, how do you feel about this whole thing with Jaden Ivey and him not being on the team anymore?
As far as him being on the team, I mean,
yeah, they let him go.
You signed your own. You signed your own release in a sense.
Yeah.
I mean, you initially signed the contract and stuff like that is in your contract. It is. I mean, you may not you may not take it seriously, but it's in your contract. So you're not abiding by your contract. Whether those are your beliefs, okay, they're your beliefs. But your contract says so. If you want to stay employed, then you got a choice. Now, if you don't want to be in the NBA, fine. And I think that's the problem because we live with social media that people say whatever they want and they think that translates to the real world. No, it doesn't. Because
jobs all the time for the social media posts.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. I mean, to you NBA players who do think like that, and you have your concerns, and you don't think the league should do anything, don't forget they have their sister league, the WNBA.
Mm-hmm.
And, for whatever you believe, they're in business with that. And businesses, I mean, in this country, businesses look at everyone's dollar because, as a black man, going back years, way before me being born, people didn't want to take on the black dollars until they learned how important it is and how it impacts you. Same thing there. They're in business. They only care about the only color, religion, sexual orientation they care about is color green. Let's be real.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
And if they allow you to do that, that impacts their bottom line. And no owner wants to deal with that.
Yeah.
Especially when they're partnering with the W, because again, a lot of the players in the WNBA, they're part of that community, and for you to say that many hateful things towards a certain group of people, like that's just not gonna fly. Doesn't matter what you believe, like it's just like Coach said, you're hurting their bottom line, and especially if you're not performing too, like you're the weak link. Like we don't need you.
Yeah. Like, for example, what if right now he's averaging 9 points per game, Jaden Ivey? What if he was averaging like 20 to 25 points per game and he was like constantly performing? Do you think they would still let him go?
Yeah.
Or do you think they would just do a found counseling? There it is.
Maybe a suspension. Because
Yeah.
it is detrimental. It is detrimental. Contract detrimental. So
Right.
they have that discretion there. They can suspend you, taking away pay. So it hurts you in that regard. So yes, you're right, Mitch. Your production it also factors in.
I touched on it yesterday because I brought up a real world example. Like I would have an employee that was a top performer, but they were a problem. They were late all the time, disrespectful to customers. Then you kind of give them a little more leeway because again, they're producing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just that it's that way, but that's just how it works in sports and in the real world. And
Yeah.
you're not one of those top producers. You gotta know your role and know when to talk and when to shut up. Basically,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Blaze, do you have anything to say about this, or nah?
Yeah, I got a lot to say.
Go for it. What was yours?
It's tough because, to me, number one, I don't think we have all the details yet. Number one,
Correct. Correct.
Number two, I mean, we've had domestic abuse.
Yes.
Only 30-day suspension. This is a release. So this must be something that he had continued to do. Like Rios and Coach said, having your own beliefs and being strong in it is one thing. And but this is a mental health issue, in my opinion. For him to continue to go on those lives, and he's done it for the last couple of days. Like
he was doing it to reporters in the locker room. Like,
I mean, we got
premarital sex. I'm like, come on, man. This is their job. What are you doing?
You can fall from grace as an NBA star. Look at Delonte West. Got all the money in the world, turns into a bum. He's 100 days clean right now too. So if anyone's wondering about the story of Delonte West, he was about to die again. He got put back in prison. He put back into a facility. He's 100 days clean. He looks a lot better. You see him hanging out at a gas station, and this guy was in the NBA. It's like, so for me, I would just have everyone kind of be a little leery of this. Could be a very serious mental health issue with this guy. He's gotten paid his $10 million this year. It's over. He's got $10 million. So he doesn't need to go play. He's got 10. Just imagine what you could do with $10 million, a lot.
A dang lot. Yeah.
So I think until we know more, I think I'm glad he has God with him, because he is very strong in his faith. Now, maybe a little bit too preachy when it came to what he was doing recently, because you're allowed to have whatever beliefs you want. But when you start to use your platform as a professional athlete, like he has, like Rio says, in the locker rooms, talking to reporters and stuff like that, that's a little far. And now that he's like incessantly continuing, even after losing his job, this is a mental health issue that I hope he gets help for. I
Yeah.
really do, because I don't want another Antonio Brown. I don't want to see this guy going off just doing stupid. You know what I mean? Like, it's a different scenario completely. But
Yeah.
when you fall from grace from that high, and we're talking professional athlete, worshipped by many,
Yep.
you could just see it in him that he's troubled when he's talking now about his wife in the chat, in the live stream, but can't answer his text. His family disowning him. It's like kicked off the team. I pray for him. And that's
Yeah.
I think everyone should just hope the best for him, because this is signs to me of a big mental health crash, and I hope it never happens.
So do you guys think he'll be picked up by another team or not? For like, I
No,
don't see it happening. I don't see it happening at all.
it would have to be he takes the off season and goes into a facility to get help, or
Okay.
or heaven forbid something bad happens first and then he has to go get help. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know what this guy's capable of, but he has a lot of power right now, and he has a big voice, and
Yeah.
that can be a good thing. It could also be a bad thing. I just hope for the best for him, because I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean,
We all do.
I don't
We
follow
all
the
do.
rules. I didn't think he was a great, and that scenario has been brought up, and I've watched on NBA Today and stuff. They're saying, if this was Luka, if this was LeBron, if this was Giannis, if this was Maxey, if this was Brunson or Cat or KD, a lot of people are saying they don't get released. They're bringing them in. They're trying to work on it. They're trying to, in-house. That tells me that he's been doing this for a long time, and it's something that they're just frustrated with. They had to get rid of it. It had
Yeah.
to be a cancer in the locker room and conduct detrimental to your team, and that's what they're saying. There has to be so much more than just that one IG that he did the first time.
Oh,
So
it's much more from what they've been saying. All the stories are coming out. It's been going on for a while.
When teammates are coming out saying, I've had to try to calm him down, I've had to tell him to quit doing this shit, and he does it all the time. It's like, you have a dream job of millions and millions and millions of kids out there, adults, anybody would love to be in his situation. And to think that you would throw it away, it's kind of hard saying throw it away when he's sitting there with 10 million in his pocket.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, fanaticism is not just with sports. You can take fanaticism towards religion, other fields as well. Like, you can be we say fan, but like, fanaticism is, it's
I
what
just
it's
hope-
right now. Just
I just hope and pray some good comes out of this, because it sounds like a path that could end in a very bad disaster.
I know where you're going. And
He
yes,
even said he tried to take his own life several times.
yeah.
So this is a guy that's troubled, in
trouble.
pain, and needs help. That's the biggest draw I've gotten from all of this. I don't think about basketball. I don't think about money. I just think about,
I don't either.
like, I watched his lives and I'm going, this dude is in trouble personally.
Yeah. And it's not the first time too. It's definitely not the first. It's not going to be the last.
It was hard for me to watch. Like, I heard he's on IG Live again, so I went and checked it, and I'm like, it was hard to watch, because it's a guy without physically doing it, screaming for help.
Yeah.
And
And
at this point,
he's-
he has no support system. He doesn't have, he's not in the NBA anymore. His family is out of the picture. Like, who does he have at this point?
Some of those players need to step
He's
up.
24 years old too.
If I was a player and I was close to him, I'm reaching out. I'm being there for him, because it seems like he's had his team more than he has his family this last year, and now he's losing his family because of his actions. I don't know what type of relationship he had with his coach, with his trainers, with his players, anything. Like, where's he from? Did he leave Chicago? Is he still around there? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Blaze, you make a great point where this could lead down a truly dark path. I mean, because, not only someone unaliving themselves, but we've seen fanatics go to the extreme and hurt other people.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I get the league. I mean, the Bulls letting him go, but yes, you're right. Someone in the league needs to step up and grab a hold of this young man. I'm surprised his family turned his back, because I know he's close with his mother. His mother's the head coach of Notre Dame. So, you have access to resources that could help him. And with mental health, that's something you can't just disregard.
Well, I mean,
You know,
part of me thinks, like, what happened to make Chicago give up on him, where you're part of this organization and now you're troubled? They have PR people, they have counselors, they could assign someone to him. And so something
Thing
happened to
is,
make them just want to say, listen,
Well-
you're beyond our help. Get out of here.
if you
Yeah.
don't want, you can't help someone who doesn't
Well,
want to help.
That's it. He might not want the help right now, Rios. That's the problem. And
And
he's
it's
hell
sad.
bent on
they
this.
never want the help, though. That's the issue. Sometimes you have to, whether they want the help or not,
I've been there. Trust
you
me.
gotta help them. And I get it. It's tough, but we're talking about, forget the money, forget the NBA, forget everything else. We're talking about the most precious resource in this world, and that's just someone's life.
Yeah.
Period. Case closed. I mean, as a father, as a family member, I could never turn my back on my family like that. And I've dealt with some hard issues, and I've had some hard discussions. Now, with his family, if they have tried, and they're just saying, my hands are, I'm done. Putting their hands. That's a different story. We don't know that.
Yeah.
So, Blaze, you're opening up a door to me that I didn't even consider, and if that's the case, then
I've had someone very close to me, a very close loved one, that have gone down this path, and that's why it really rings a bell with me, and it's something I don't like to talk about or relive or think about, because sometimes people go down that path and there is no turning back. There is no fixing it. There is no helping it. And I just hope and pray that's not the case, that he can get the help. That's why I'm saying maybe a player, maybe he had a player that was a buddy who can be like, listen, I know you're not in this team anymore, but I've seen you go through this. Let me help you. I know your family's not there for you now. What can I do for you? I know a good counselor. Can we go talk to him together or something? And that's what he's going to need. Because like Coach says, and even watching his lives, it seems like he's set in his ways. He's going to keep on doing what he's doing until a catastrophe happens. And I don't want that.
Nobody wants that. Nobody. Like, that's the last thing. That's not even a thought on my mind. Let's just put it like that. It's not even a thought on my mind.
I mean, I remember him coming out, and I thought he could have been something special. Size, a little bit, talent, not like a superstar.
He's a top 5 pick.
Yeah, someone who could affect the team. Even, I don't know. It's really tough. It's really tough for me to even consider the possibilities of what's going on in his head, because that draws me into a hole I don't never wanted to go back into.
Yeah, I don't want to go down that route.
Because when you have someone like that and you're trying to get them to understand that you're only there to help them, they don't hear that.
They push further away.
And I don't know if drugs or alcohol are involved at all, but that takes this whole thing to another level, because then you're talking about, I'm a different person when I do this or that. Or that's something where your wife, your friends, your family, your teammates, no one's there for you. You might reach to something like that. And then you got a Devontae West all over again.
Yeah, it's a difficult situation here. So, all right, let's switch it to actually March Madness, man. We got to talk about that Mullins shot. I mean, that shot. It just.
Can we stop talking about the Leitner one now?
I'm right there with you, please. Oh my God! But that's Mullins shot. This is what March Madness is all about. It definitely is.
He was 0 for 4 in the game or something, and he wants the ball, and that weird thing. I mean, and I don't put it on Boozer. I really don't. I mean, that's
I don't
one
either.
pass. An inch higher of a pass, the fingertips don't get it, and Duke wins. But I feel bad. I mean, Boozer, it wasn't a timeout that wasn't there. It's not Weber. It's not that level, but it's still, I saw Boozer's post game. I mean, he's destroyed.
He was devastated.
Yeah, he was like,
and I'm not a Duke, me, Mitch, I hate Duke and all that, but here's my humanity. I hate to see any player demoralized like that and think it's all their fault. I hope Boozer comes back in whatever team drafts him and has a hell of an NBA career and snaps back from
Yeah.
Hopefully, he doesn't paint his head like his dad did.
it.
You know, his dad called his son the Tim Duncan of NCAA.
Of course you would.
Yeah.
Daddy Beard in the house. What's up, BDB? But I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
what's that?
seeing someone hit a shot at the buzzer to take your team to the Final Four again, and I think of NC State. Coach, I'm sure you remember Shackelford and NC State and all those guys way back in the day, and that buzzer beater. That was against Houston, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So I feel my pain with Leitner. You can feel the pain with that one. But it's like that's the moments that you talk about, one shining moment when they talk at the end of the, that will just live in this kid's career. He may never be an NBA player or nothing, but he was a superhero that saved the world that day.
That's exactly what happened to us.
I was like, what the fuck did I just watch?
Yeah.
Again, this kid hit no shots the entire game, and then they hit one from that distance at the damn near the buzzer. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And I mean,
Wild.
there will be no buzzer beaters anymore because of this 0.3, 0.2, 0.5, 0.8. There's hardly ever a buzzer beater unless it's in the air and the buzzer goes off, because you're going to get that.
It kind of reminds me of the Villanova shot. Perkins, that shot is just like insane. This tops that shot. I feel like this one tops it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. He did bowling chances of getting drafted in the NBA increase of the shot.
No.
I'm gonna say no. It's the same thing with Perkins. He's not an NBA. Chris Perkins, he's not an NBA. Or Jenkins? I keep forgetting the guy's name. What?
Was his name Drew? There was a
Who's Drew?
A buzzer beater I was on the sideline. I forget. It was tipped, and the guy got it.
Drew, whose father was the coach of that team before.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about. And yeah, it
wasn't a top college either. He was like a smaller school, and they won a huge game. Bryce Drew, is that who it was?
Jenkins,
yeah,
that's right.
Bryce Drew.
Sounds familiar.
And I mean, those are just like moments that you'll never forget. Like something that, I mean, you take college players, and there's probably 10-15% they're going to make the NBA, something like that. So this kid has a lifelong thing. I mean, if he was a 20-point scorer and he did that shot, maybe we'd be talking about him raising in the draft. But this is a kid who, that was his only shot in the game that went in.
Yeah.
No, it's one Jalen Suggs had years ago with UConn.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. Incredible shot.
But you know what I don't like about the Final Four?
What?
Don't let your red shirt kid cut the net down because his dad's LeBron James.
Me and him have the same number of minutes. What are we doing here?
I'm just saying, if Arizona somehow wins this whole thing, we're never going to get out of it.
I'm saying, I'm joking because they let trainers cut down pieces of the nets and stuff. Everybody cuts down a piece of the net, but it's just making a big deal about a kid who redshirted. And I don't think. So,
Blaze, does this mean you're rooting for Michigan against Arizona then?
I like Arizona.
Yes, I am.
Thank you.
He went to Michigan, so yeah, he's.
I mean,
big Wolverines fan. So
I originally put Duke and Michigan in the finals, but that ain't happening. So I don't really care.
I had Michigan and Duke in the finals too.
I just don't want Michigan, Illinois because that's a Big Ten game. You know what I mean? I want something different.
So what? You want Michigan and UConn?
Anything but Michigan, Illinois. I'd be happy.
Watch it be Michigan and Illinois.
Honestly, to me, the way these four teams have played, I think Arizona, Michigan should be the final.
Right. I definitely agree with that.
But that's just
100%.
You can't say anything about that.
So Nick is asking me, Mitch, what made you even become a Michigan fan? Do you have family that went there? So, if you guys remember an old Michigan quarterback named Denard Robinson, so I would always go to the bar with my dad, and they always had Michigan on the big screens. And Denard Robinson was the player for Michigan back then. And then a couple years later, when I was going, when all my friends graduated from high school, most of them went to Michigan. So I'm like, okay, now I have a reason. But yeah, it was because of a football player who's not even. Where is Denard Robinson even now? That's my question.
I think he's doing commentary somewhere, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, really? Good for him. I gotta find
Well,
that.
Mitch, you don't have the University of New Jersey or anything to cheer for.
I mean, we do have
Yes, you do.
Villanova.
You got Temple and Rutgers.
No,
over there.
no, no,
I mean,
no.
the
We
College
have
of New Jersey.
the
There is
College
a College
of
of
New Jersey.
Yeah, was that?
I mean, for me, it's very easy. I'm an
It's
alumni.
Division
so
Three.
still,
Yes, it is Division Three. But
It
it's
is
the
division.
College in New Jersey. Yes, it's down in Ewing, New Jersey.
Oh, it's not New Jersey State.
New Jersey State is no longer access now. They changed it.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
I mean, these are schools I played in college. That's why I'm saying
Jersey's
that.
not a real state. That's why. It's just connected to Philly and New York.
Man, bring your ass here and you gonna learn. Bring your ass to Jersey and you're gonna learn how real of a
Thank
state
you.
Jersey is.
I
Jersey
flew
is
into
more of a
Jersey
real
once.
state than Pennsylvania.
Hell yeah. I flew into Jersey one time, and that was to go to the Yankee game. I flew into Newark, rode across the bridges with a taxi cab driver that drove 95 miles an hour to the stadium. He was literally going 90 miles an hour
good.
through
Should have
traffic.
been
I
good.
was holding on to my dear life.
So you obviously you were good.
And we got to see the Yankees at the old Yankee Stadium before they tore it down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, the big. All right. Any players remind? Yeah. So when me and Rios were streaming the game, Nicky Steeds was in the chat, and he was bringing up the biggest playoff underachievers, and he was naming some players. What Rios? I forget what players he mentioned. What was one of them? Like I know Embiid was one of them.
James Harden.
James Harden, obviously. Yeah. So if you guys have any of the biggest playoff underachievers, let me get. And oh my God, Greg, I don't need to see that right now. I don't know how he's in the Hall of Fame.
Mm.
Who? Glenn Rivers? I'm not even calling him by that name. Yeah, any biggest playoff underachievers for you guys?
You're talking about all time?
Yeah, you can go current all time, whatever.
Hmm.
Here's one people don't think. Wilt Chamberlain. And here's why.
He only won one ring, right?
Often cited for scoring well below his averages in the finals. So he dropped tremendously whenever he was in a finals. But that's a long time ago. I mean, you could say Malone and Stockton should have won a title, and they never did with the great teams they had.
But the argument is always going to be they went up against Jordan, so it's like it's a catch-22.
Well, there was 2 years they could have done it when this guy's team did it.
Yep, back to back.
Hey, how about last year? I said the Cavs were a fraud. Donovan Mitchell. What's he done in the postseason?
Mm.
He's an amazing regular season player, but like I said last year, until you do it in the postseason.
You could say it with Dame Lillard too.
Yep, Trae Young.
Trae Young. Oh my God! Don't even
Blows
get me
up
started
in
on
the
that.
regular season and then can't do shit in the postseason.
I think he only made it to what, 2 Eastern Conference Finals? I think 1 or 2, whatever.
Harden definitely up there too for.
Oh,
He
right.
should be number one. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's number 1. I'm trying to think here.
like
I
there
don't
was a
wanna go
stretch in the regular season. He scored 40 points in a month. Like he was putting up Jordan and Kobe numbers, and then postseason just averaging 17.
Chris Paul has arguably faced criticism for multiple early exits on high-seeded teams, like number
Chris
1.
Paul, that's a good one, yeah. I'm trying to think here. Like I want like a different one. I don't want to go Embiid. I say that all the time.
It's obvious. It's definitely one of them.
Yeah, right. Coach, you got any? And maybe that would spark something. For me. It's tough.
It's not tough. It's tough. I don't want to say it because he's one of my favorite players.
LeBron.
LeBron is one ring, so I can't. I won't put him there. But, John Starkman. I mean, not John. John Starks.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that game against Houston, that 2-4 in the finals. I mean, if he just learned to get the ball to Patrick, it might be a different story for Houston. I'm going to be honest with you. Because that's always been the argument. John Stark took too many daggone shots, especially that one Akeem came out and blocked him when should have been getting the ball inside to Patrick. So it's you can make an argument, and I love John Starks. I love his tenacity. I love everything that he brought to the Knicks. He's a true Knick. So, but that game, he did underachieve. You can make that argument.
How about Dwight Howard with the
Magic?
Yeah, Magic.
I got one.
In the finals in 2009, he scored 12 points.
I think I got one.
Like 25 and 10.
Russell Westbrook? Could you say that or no?
No, he shows up in the playoffs.
Yeah, his whole team just doesn't win. He shows up.
I mean, I will go.
I'm gonna go Dame then. I'm going Dame.
I'm gonna go LeBron.
LeBron in the 07 finals is on this list, I found.
But you stack the deck in your favor and you have a losing record in the finals. Yeah, it's underachieving.
Okay.
You promised 8 championships in Miami and you win 2?
Yeah, if he didn't promise that stuff, that's a different story because you still made it to 10, which is amazing. But the expectations for him are a lot higher.
And I get it because he makes the argument or people make the argument that he's one of the greatest. I get it. Yeah. I get it. But I mean,
going to 10 is still amazing because I'll go back to Jim Kelly going to 4 Super Bowls and losing is still phenomenal. You got to get.
When you look at his past teammates, Dwayne Wade, Hall of Famer. Chris Bosh, but doesn't have the blood clot issue, possible Hall of Famer. Anthony Davis, definitely Hall of Famer. Kevin Love, he didn't go to Cleveland, probably a Hall of Famer. Luka is going to be a Hall of Famer. Like so many Hall of Fame teams, and you have a losing record in the NBA Finals.
Now, Coach brought up Starks and probably talking about 94. Ewing's even on this too because he was a lot lower than his average in those finals that year too. So like you had both your big dudes.
But Ewing, the issue with Ewing isn't production. It's he had no one else around him. And when he did get Allen Houston, he was injured. So think about it. Ewing never played with any other. You can make an argument for everyone else. They at least had one other superstar on their team with him. Patrick Ewing never did.
Well, I would say Hakeem in 94 didn't have another superstar. It was him.
Who?
Hakeem Olajuwon.
Clyde Drexler?
No, 94 when they beat the Knicks. There was no other superstar. It was him.
Clyde Drexler was on that team, wasn't he?
No, he was 95 when they beat the Magic.
All right, wait a minute. Who was on that team in 94?
It was Olajuwon, Otis Thorpe, Robert Horry, Kenny Smith, and
Otis Thorpe. That's a name.
Yeah, this just says Ewing went from 25 points a game and shooting over 50% to 18 points a game. I mean, it's a drop. It's not a huge drop. I think what you said about Starks probably affected it more.
Yeah,
but
he was the team. Like there was nobody else. Like he was the only guy in double figures. Everybody else, like I think the next closest was like Kenny Smith, like at 9 points a game.
That was 7 games too. Which I guess what they're saying is if Ewing would have played up to his 25 and 50% shooting, they would have had they might have won that series if it went to 7.
Hakeem was a piece on defense. He won MVP, and
that was it. And it even says here that Olajuwon outscored Ewing in all 7 games too.
Yeah, he was MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Finals MVP.
LeBron, you know about Defensive Player of the Year awards? No? Okay.
I mean, he had arguably one of the best NBA seasons ever because he won everything.
So this list goes way back. Elgin Baylor in the 1970 finals. They have him as a disappointment.
Damn.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think too.
I kind of I don't know.
What about Run TMC with Mitch Richmond, Tim Hardaway Senior, and
Chris
Chris
Mullin.
Mullin?
Yeah, they
Wait a
underachieved.
minute, they underachieved too because they were supposed to be it back in the day,
Yeah,
and they didn't produce, which is the reason why they ended up separating the team.
Hey,
Yeah,
what's up, Jay?
yeah, they were hot. Those three were on fire.
Mhm.
But then you don't. What do we remember from their postseason runs? Nothing.
Nothing.
I mean, kind of like the Hornets back in the day. They had Alonzo Mourning, Larry Johnson, Kendall Gill. Like they
Yeah, the Hornets, and
Rex Chapman. I love that
they
Hornets
broke
team,
that team up also. Yep, between LJ and Mourning. So and then Mourning went to to Miami, and LJ ended up in New York. So yeah, hey, you can make the argument about the Pacers, Reggie Miller and the Pacers.
Yeah, Reggie Miller. You had what was
Rick
it?
Smits. You had the Davis brothers.
Anthony
You
Davis.
even had Mark Jackson on that team back in the day. So they had a loaded team. They went to one finals and they didn't win. And they were in it. And see, that's the thing though. In the 90s, and I get what Blaze is saying, you had the 2 years, but that's how good those Bulls teams were.
Agree.
Because you think about it, when Barkley was with the Sixers and then bouncing around, Karl Malone, Ewing, all these guys, the Bulls went up against some stacked teams. The Pistons, even though they won two initially, but they were expected to win more.
Yeah,
Boston was at the back end because of Birds. Bag Magic was dealing with the HIV.
That's why I can't stand that argument. Jordan played against plumbers and electricians. No, Jordan played against
he did not.
Olajuwon, Ewing. Yes. You don't got players like that nowadays.
No.
86 Celtics. You got 5 Hall of Famers in your starting lineup. Like,
yeah,
that's why
Detroit was. Teams.
That's why that Chicago team was so good. And think about it. If Jordan didn't lose his father and he stayed and played those other 2 years, I'm sorry. They win 8 straight.
I still have this list of buzzer beaters from the NCAA up on here. How about this name? Terry DeHare.
Seton Hall, played for St. Anthony's high school under the legendary Bob Hurley Sr. So
Yeah, everyone remembers the Tyus Edney one for UCLA when he ran the full court and made that shot.
Yeah, the Knicks had the talent in '94. You had Derek Harper. Doc Rivers was there before he got hurt. That's why Derek Harper ended up coming over. Don't forget about Mace. Rest in peace, Mace. I mean, he was on that team. Like I said, Ewing, the closest superstar Ewing ever really played with, you could say, and he didn't really develop, but injuries hurt him, was Mark Jackson, especially when he came out of St. John's. Because when he came out of St. John's, everyone in New York, rookie of the year, they were like, yo, he's going to ascend, and I think they messed it up because then they drafted a little bit later. You brought in Rod Strickland, and I know they both say they could have played together, but you ended up shipping out Mark to Los Angeles to get Charles Davis. Charles, who doesn't go up to dunk it and gets his shot blocked consistently.
Was that the Pitt guy?
I mean, Charles Smith. I said, Charles Smith.
Pitt.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you got Oakley, Starks, Allen Houston, Anthony Mason, Derek Harper, Mark Jackson, Larry Johnson. They're all great players, but none of them are like Pippen to the Jordan. Like, I get where you're coming from. Yeah.
They were deep, but there wasn't a bunch of like.
I loved Allen Houston, though. I loved his shot.
Houston and Sprewell and them came later. So the 94 team was different. They were on the 99, 2000.
I'll put another team, the Dallas Mavericks back in the day with the Triple J's. Yeah, Jason Kidd.
Yeah, Jason.
Jimmy
Jamal
Mashburn
and Jackson and Jamal Mashburn. Yes, good one. Yeah. So there's been a lot of underachieving.
Well, to be fair, Tony Braxton broke that team up.
Yeah.
Hey, what a way to break up a team.
Break my team up any day she wants.
I don't blame it because we were laughing at that. We saw Tony Braxton like
She was thinking about unbreak my heart. Yeah, then you broke a whole lot of hearts, man.
You can flip the script and say overachievers too, because I'll never forget Dikembe Mutombo on the floor holding that ball when they win that first. When they were 7 over a 1 or 8 over a 1 or something.
8 over 1.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that.
The greatest overachievers to me.
Compete.
If you go overachievers, the greatest one. I'm sorry. I know he's dealing with his legal issues, but Chauncey Billups and those Detroit Pistons. Say what you want. Yeah. They didn't have any superstars on that team. None. They were a legitimate team. So
I love that team.
And they beat the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
Shaq and Kobe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So I have the Sixers game in 12 minutes, so let's just do predictions real quick. 14 minutes rather. Sixers against the Wizards tonight. Yay.
Wizards.
I like the April Fool's joke that came out today. Did you see that?
What?
Embiid's out.
That was April Fool's.
And then Embiid actually came in and said, "Hey, I'm playing tonight. I'm fine."
And then watch, he was not going to play.
But tonight I'll be like, "Yep, he got sick."
Yeah. All right. Sixers, Wizards.
Sixers. This is the win that gets them to 42 and guarantees a winning season. Fuck all you flip-flopping Philly fans that thought they weren't going to make it. Piss on them all.
Okay. All right. I got Sixers. You guys got Sixers too, I'm guessing?
They got 8 games.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys lose to the Wizards, just
can.
They have.
They have. We have.
Don't challenge them. They will again.
Yeah.
I mean, the loss to the Hornets by 40 early in the year don't look as bad because they're good now.
Hawks, Magic.
Hawks on a roll, bro.
Yep, I got the Hawks there.
I don't trust the Magic. I'm gonna go with Hawks.
But as far as the standings, we need the Toronto playing tonight. We need them to lose.
They're playing the Kings.
Go Kings.
Okay.
We need them.
Celtics, Heat.
Celtics.
I'm going Celtics. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if both the Jalen and Tatum dropped 30 apiece. Like they are on a tear lately.
Oh wait, Blaze, is that another Jalen?
There's too many Jalens in the NBA. There's so many. Woke up and there's 50 Jalens in the NBA.
Knicks, Grizzlies.
Knicks.
I'm going Knicks.
Going Knicks.
I'm gonna go Grizzlies because Brunson's out.
Oh, Brunson's out?
Yep.
Cat drops 40 tonight.
I'm going Grizzlies.
Cat heard us talking bad about him. He heard me, a Kentucky fan, talking bad about him, so he's going to drop 40.
Pacers, Bulls.
Bulls are going to win it. Bulls are going to win it for Jay Ivey.
Bulls, I think Walker is out tonight. He's been one of their better players this season.
Yeah, I'm going Bulls.
Jaden Ivey returns. It was Jaden Ivey returns. It was all an April Fool joke. He's fine. He scores 20 points tonight.
All right, Coach, who are you going with, Pacers or Bulls?
Bulls. We'll watch the Pacers end up winning this.
Yeah.
All right, Rios, Bucks, Rockets.
I'm gonna go Rockets. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and I think they're getting hot at the right time.
I'm going Rockets.
Rockets.
The Bucks don't have Giannis, right?
Nope.
No. All right, I'm going Rockets.
That's funny, Brandon. That's a funny joke. Why does everyone hate Sacramento's basketball team? I keep seeing no Kings protests everywhere. That's a funny joke, dude. Props.
That is hilarious, man. He's always
a really good joke.
Hilarious, man. I love having him on. He's hilarious.
Yeah. All right. You guys got Coke, Blaze. You guys Rockets too?
Yep.
Okay. Nuggets, Jazz.
Nuggets.
I'm going Nuggets.
Yeah, I mean, Utah's not playing for anything. They're probably
Bailey dropped 35.
Ace Bailey gonna do his thing today.
I knew.
My son is he's on a tear. He's doing his thing. I'm going to Nuggets.
Damn. Spurs, Warriors. And actually, Steph Curry's coming back on Sunday against the Rockets.
Well, it doesn't
Of
help.
course he is.
Doesn't help him tonight.
I'm going Spurs.
Yep, same.
Get along, little doggies.
Woo.
Yeah, I mean, come on. It's
That's right. All right, guys, we're gonna end it here. Appreciate everyone tuning in for the whole show. Really appreciate it. You'll see me in 10 minutes for Sixers and Wizards. Yay, Coach! You got Heart of the City tonight.
Yeah, Heart of the City, 9:00 tonight. So, me and NYG, we're on the rock. So, and then, hopefully I can get my other video up. So we'll see.
All right, and Rios, you're going live right after this, right?
yeah, around 8:00.
What are you doing?
I have no idea. We'll figure it out in like 5 minutes before it happens. So
I might also do the WNBA expansion draft on Friday. I'm not sure as yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Portland got the number one pick.
Yeah.
Juicy Watkins to the Comets, calling it now.
Hey, of all the cards I got one. I gave the rest of my women's WNBA cards that came in the packs to Chad. Shout out to Chad in the chat. But I have one women's basketball card still, and that is Juju Watkins. And I'm holding on to that one.
You should, because
It's right next to my bed with the lotion and the tissues.
On that note, guys, we are out. Like,
Hey, and
share,
I'm
subscribe.
taking a break from streaming for a little bit. I got a card show on Saturday and Friday, so I'll be doing my work, selling my cards, get rid of all these fucking LeBron.
Oh, you're doing
cards
your
I
work, right? You're doing your work, right? All right.
have. Get rid of these LeBron cards. LeBron and Jared McCain cards on sale, 50% off this weekend.
And you're doing your work too. All right.
And my Porter Juniors are back on sale again too. We'll see if we can sell that this time.
We'll catch you guys. Have a good one. Peace, guys.